My name is Erin Chin. I'm the Restoration and Digital Outreach Manager for the Bolsa Chica Land Trust, and my pronouns are she and her. So here at Bolsa Chica, I work mostly with being a biologist as well as a lot of the online digital IT stuff. And the Bolsa Chica stewards, which is the habitat restoration group of the Bolsa Chica Land Trust, have been doing habitat restoration out here since 1996. And all habitat restoration work is all volunteer powered. We are community-based restoration, and so everything is by hand. We don't have big machines, we don't have irrigation, we don't use herbicides or pesticides, and it's very much a lot of work of love. And you have to be very, very patient when you're doing habitat restoration out here. The Bolsa Chica Ecological Reserve is very important because it is surrounded by houses and industry, and we've got PCH, Pacific Coast Highway, an entire highway right next to us. You can hear it, the cars driving by right now. We're right next to the ocean, as well as the largest port. Los Angeles, Long Beach and Los Angeles port here on the west coast is, we could see it from here. And this is so important because this location is the largest wetlands between Monterey and Tijuana. And we are a direct stop on the Pacific Flyway where over 200 species of birds fly in and out here seasonally. And the locations where a lot of these birds can stop, refuel, rest, nest, are becoming more and more rare. So this is becoming more and more important as a resting spot for these birds. Conservation is important to me because nature connects all of us together. Humans are not separated from the earth, and so when we conserve our natural open spaces, we are conserving our own species. There have been numerous studies and research done on the benefits of open space and nature in general. And the only way we're going to take advantage of those benefits is if we conserve the natural open spaces now. And it is a lot harder to bring back something that we had lost. And conservation is not just a place, it's not just a thing. To me, it can also be a mindset that you can carry with you and think about in all your actions every day. Oh, I got into conservation the way I think most people do, animals and plants from a young age. I've always been drawn to the natural world, and I've been very fortunate to be able to focus on that my whole life. In school, I studied the behavior and relationships between species, which then expanded into the relationships between ecosystems and biodiversity. And as a past researcher, as well as a casual backpacker, I have been humbled and just awed by being surrounded by nature, and I want to be able to share that compassion and that passion for the natural world with my wider community and my kids. Some of the important things about my work people should know is that doing habitat restoration takes everybody. It takes a community. It takes a lot of patience because you're working on nature's timeline. There are a lot of limiting factors, including what the weather is for that year, if it's a drought year or if it's a super rainy year. You've got limited resources, and you've got a lot of invasive species that are that likes to challenge you and push out the natives, which is the complete opposite of what you're doing. So you're constantly pulling out invasive species to replace with native species and hope to increase the biodiversity of the Bolsa Chica Ecological Reserve. I stay positive and engaged because to me it's also reminding myself that it's not necessarily the end result that is the be all and end all. It's also the learning process, the growth that you learn about yourself as well as the natural world by doing it, and the journey it takes to do habitat restoration. It's also just slowing down. It's reminding yourself that it's not a race to the end. To slow down and tap into that inner child who used to spend hours just listening to the birds or watching the lizards do push-ups on fence posts. So just remembering that it's a journey, and to enjoy the little wins here and there, solving little pieces of the puzzle, of the bigger puzzle you're trying to solve. So the way people can get involved with the Bolsa Chica Land Trust is you can volunteer. We have 2 volunteer days a month. As I said, our habitat restoration is all community based. We are volunteer powered, and you can come to our free tours. We have 2 free tours a month that walk around, show you about the biology, talk to you about the history of this place, why it's so important. And each time you come out here, you will probably see something different. That's one of the also amazing things about the Bolsa Chica is you never know what you're going to find. Maybe you'll see the osprey. Maybe you're going to see a great blue heron nesting in the trees. Maybe you're going to be buzzed by a hummingbird. It's always an adventure coming out here. You can also financially help us by donating and becoming a member of the Bolsa Chica Land Trust. And you can also use your voice. You can also share our story, share the importance of Bolsa Chica with your friends and family, both online and by word of mouth.